Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to solve a heat capacity problem for ammonia using Python in Google Colab. We will fit experimental data with cubic polynomial, visualize the result and calculate the total heat required to raise ammonia vapor from 0 to 200 degrees Celsius. Let's get started. Now here is our problem statement. We have experimental values of heat capacity Cp for ammonia at different temperature ranging from 0 to 500 degrees Celsius. Our goal is to fit the data to a cubic polynomial equation, that is Cp is equal to A plus Bt plus Ct square plus Dt cube, where T is in degree centigrade. And 2. Use the model to calculate the heat required to increase 150 moles per hour of ammonia vapor from 0 to 200 degrees Celsius using that equation Q is equal to N integration of Tn T out Cp dt. Let's show how to solve this step by step. Now first is step 0, means we have to do setup in Python. So first we import the necessary Python libraries, numpy for numerical operation here, and then import matplotlib.pyplot, so that is for plotting, and then scipy for curve fitting and integration. This prepares our environment. Now step 1, that is the data we have to take. So next we enter the experimental data into numpy arrays. So we have temperature values in degree centigrade and Cp data in calorie gram mole degree centigrade. So now this is our raw data set. Now step 2, that fit using polyfit. Now let's we do that fitting by cubic polynomial using numpy polyfit function. Now here, so we use 3 degree polynomial. So here we will use np.polyfit that return coefficient in order dCBA for Cp t, so dtu plus Ct square plus Bt plus A. So we can rearrange a report as Cpt A plus Bt plus Ct square plus Dtq. So we carefully assign this Cp of t in that parameter, and we also display the polynomial equation and do a quick check in 25 degrees Celsius to see how well the model match the experimental data. So now here, so we are taking that coefficient is equal to n polyfit t data and Cp data. So here that will return dCBA as a coefficient. So here dCBA nothing but a coefficient. So here carefully you have to check the polyfit order. Now here I am going to print. So print fitted function coefficient, then A, B, C, D, all this, and then finally we also print the polynomial equation form, and then we'll check at 25 degrees centigrade. Now here that 25 degree we have the data already. Now after getting that equation, we put the 25 degrees Celsius, and from this equation we also get that Cp value, and we'll check that. So now here I am going to run that. So first, okay, we have to run this one. Okay, so okay, and then again we'll run that. So here that loaded 8 data points. So now here, so print loaded. Now here we are running, then that will give, so here A constant term, so something 8.359043, B term, C term and D term. Now here our fitted equation, this is our fitted equation. Now in that fitted equation we are putting T is equal to 25 in that Python code, and then where we are getting that predicted Cp is 5.211, and experimental data you can see here, so that is 8.514, means it is very much the close, means data that equation is whatever coefficient we are getting from that Python, that is nearly, that is correct, and error is very small. Now here step 3 is fit using curve fit. Okay, so to cross check we also use scipy curve fit function. This allows us to explicitly define the model function and fit the parameter. This way we confirm the coefficient from the two independent methods. So now if here I am running that, so again we are getting that fitted function coefficient. So from here we are getting this coefficient. Now uh, using that curve fit, we are getting some semi similar coefficient. Okay, now in the step 4, that plot the result. Here we plot the experimental data as red scattered point. So now here if I do that, you can see here we are plotting that that experimental data and that fitted curve. Okay, so as you can see, the cubic polynomial fits the data quite well across the entire range of 0 to 500 degrees Celsius. Now step 5, the calculate heat requirement. So here we are going to calculate heat requirement, that we have to find Q for 150 moles per hour from 0 degree to 200 degrees centigrade. So here we have to do the integration. So now comes the key step, calculating the heat required. So we use the formula, that is Q is equal to N 0 to 200 Cp T dt. Here N is 150 mole per hour. We integrate the fitted heat capacity equation from 0 to 200 degrees Celsius using psi pi quad function. Now here this is our the function of the Cp. Now here we are using quad function. So here we are giving that Cp function and integrating 0 to 200 degrees Celsius. And here N is 150. Now so after getting Q integral, so we have to multiply it with N. So finally we'll get the Q kj per kilojoule per hour. So that is something Q calorie per h. So that total heat into 4.184 divided by 1000. So finally if I divide it with 3600, so we'll get Q kilowatt. So now from here we'll get the heat required, that Q that is 271.796.03 calorie per hour. So in kilojoule per hour, so that is 1137. So here we are doing that required conversion for engineering relevance. Okay, and from here so we calculate everything. So now here the if I want to summarize, so first we feed the heat capacity data with cubic polynomial, and we verified the fit using two methods, one is polyfit, another is curve fit. Now we calculate the energy required to heat ammonia 0 to 200 degrees Celsius for a given flow rate, and this method is general, so you can apply it any substance once you have experimental CP data. So that is for our tutorial. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more Python based chemical engineering tutorials. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Thank you.